The Hoysaleswara temple of Halebeedu. It's the most marvelous exhibition of human labor to be found anywhere in the country. It is said to be the highest achievement of Hoysala architecture. At the same time, it is the most supreme climax of Indian architecture. And no two canopies in the whole building are alike, and every part exhibits a joyous exuberance of fancy, scorning every mechanical restraint. All that is wild in human faith or warm in human feelings is found portrayed in these walls of the Halebeedu Hoysala temple.
आदिवासी हर्बल हेयर ऑयल
ये क्या है? क्या ऑयल है? बंद है।
What the heck is this thing? Good morning everybody, Jai Shri Ram, happy Saturday. It's a lovely day, yet another day to ride I should say. And today we are visiting a marvel of intricate architecture. The place where we are going to is called Halebeedu, and we are visiting the Halebeedu temple. If you have not been to this temple, I would request you guys to take some time out on some weekend or some weekday and visit it. It is worth. कितना महंगा हो गया है नाइस रोड आजकल। 100 रुपए तुमको रोड का बताओ, टू व्हीलर का वो भी। And this is going to be a fast ride because we have to cover more than 500 kilometers in a day itself. Right, so I left my home at 5:45. It's 6:05 right now. I've done 13 kilometers. I'm still on nice road. For now, let's go and meet the boys at the nice road exit. Why are people so fond of these accessories? So the breakfast is over again, Dhruvtare. This is the third time I'm coming to this place in less than 5 weeks. I should start asking for discounts now. So we are running little behind schedule, 15 minutes. Look at those posters. Adivasi herbal hair oil. We should take it for Gigi, I'm telling you. If it is below 100 rupees, I'll take one bottle for Gigi. If he uses it, it's okay. If he doesn't use, maybe I'll use it as a chain lube then. The forest is totally dried up. Summer has not even started. I hope it rains good this year at least. Wow, Baba. Yeah, this place you can park it here. Temple is there. So this temple, the Halebeedu Hoysaleswara temple, this was built in 1100 AD. It took almost 200 years to complete this temple. There are 22 ceilings. There are 64 such corners the way that you are seeing these. There are 64 of these. There are over 1600 carvings of elephants at the bottom. Then you have the lions, then you have the horses and all. Such an incredible architecture. Imagine all this was done with bare hands, and God knows what kind of tools would have they used. It is another example. Let me zoom out in this statue, and you see these three musicians. There are 3 bodies, but they have only 4 legs instead of 6. The reason why they have designed it this way is that if you look at them individually, each body, each person or each musician will appear to be having 2 legs, and the statue of each individual is complete. But then from a distance, it seems like they are missing 2 legs. Now, the kind of intricate carving they have, I mean, it's all built with one stone, and they have literally created a net out of a stone. It's so amazing, right? I mean, in the Queen's temple as well, there is one statue on either side of the door. You can see in the video, you can see there are some skulls on the top. Those are all hollow inside. So if you throw light in that, you can actually see the light reflects from inside. So now look at these elephants that are carved out. This is to pay respect to the elephants which were used to carry all the stones from different places. There are 1600 of these running across the 200-meter circumference of the temple, and yet no 2 elephants are the same. Everything is different. Some have different tusks or some body. Something is different, but they're not same at all. I have no clue how they made it. sadly, it's all about the invaders who, came in, and they were like so busy ruining all the temples, ruining every single place that belonged to the Hindus, which is really sad.
And here is the story of Samudra Manthan. Again, it was all destroyed by the invaders. But then you see on the right hand side, it's all the Hindu gods that are there. And then towards the left, towards the center, we have the pivot point that was Vishnu's Kachap avatar. And then on the left hand side, it's all the demons. It's all completely broken, but look at the details. And then you will find this mythical creature by the name of Makara across the temple. So it's said that the way its design is, it has pig's body, crocodile's mouth, elephant's trunk, lion's legs, peacock's tail, monkey's eyes and cow's ears. How amazing is that? And here is a depiction of Shiva, who has opened up a demon elephant. So you can actually see that there are two hind legs on the top. You have the tail of the elephant, and Shiva has actually opened up the entire body and he's dancing inside elephant's body. You can see the elephant's face and trunk at the bottom. There are two front legs, and then if you zoom in closely, you can see that there are nails which are actually believed to have been used to tear up the elephant. Look at the details.
I'm really happy that this has been taken over by the government. Now it's a World Heritage Site, under UNESCO, and they are doing a good job to maintain it. But I would request you guys to come and visit these places, appreciate the architecture, because this is what we basically are as Indians, as Hindus. This is what we have grown up. This is what our culture is. So if you do not go to some hill station or some fancy place once, if you visit these temples, at least you'll get to know our history. And that is really important. That's really important for us. That's important for our younger generations as well, to know where do we come from, how rich of a culture, how rich history we have had, what strong the religious beliefs are that we possess. That's something that we should know, we should learn. I am teaching it to my daughter, and we should teach it to our kids and further generations to come. But yes, this is not the first time when I have come here. This is, I think, the fifth time. Every single time I have hired a guide, and every single time it's as good as you're visiting for the first time. It's so beautiful. The architecture is so intricate. The minor details, when it beyonds what you can imagine, what you can think of, it just never gets old. You can keep coming to this place every other time. You'll feel as mesmerized as you would on day one. So yeah, that is about it. It's roughly 12:10 now. We will start back. We'll have lunch somewhere, and then we'll head back to Bangalore. Yes.
So it's 2:38, 242.5 kilometers done from home. Done visiting the temple, done with the lunch here at, what is the name? Ithihakala. We might be stopping somewhere ahead for some photographs of the bike. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this ride. 437 change kilometers done. Another 50, I believe, to my home. So that would be 480 change some kilometers. And it's 6 o'clock right now. I'm assuming by the time I reach home, it should be about 7. Should not take more than an hour from here. And it was very informative, because again, it's always good to hire a guide when you go to such places which have a lot of history associated to them. Thank you very much for taking your time out. Thanks a lot, and stay safe, ride safe. I'll see you guys again in another video, hopefully another place. Until then, God bless you all. Goodbye.